program in which you will write yourself. You can't do it every day. Make a reporting mechanism. In reporting mechanism, it's for your own purpose. It's like a diary. You write yourself what you have done for. Do it not for your project alone. I'm saying in your life also do that. What you have done, you must record it. And then write it down. This is what I have done this week. I'll give you a small assignment. That's called life accountability. You go to my book, Life Made Simple. There is one page on accounting of life. Have you accounted your life so far? Nobody must have taught you, right? When you get 1,000 rupees, you got 1,000 rupees. Right? So you will, if you are valuing it, what you will do? You will keep an account. How did you spend it if you ask? You will tell this I spend for this, this I spend for this, right? What's your age now?
18.
18. How did you spend 18 years in your life? You never thought about it. I keep saying, accountancy of life, do it at the age of 60, before death. Assume you die. I die on November 13th when I am 18 years and 89 years old. I am a good astrologer, so I predicted when I am going to die. Okay, I have 40.
If you live, you will give us a treat.
If you are alive that time, you should send your horoscope. I'll tell you how many of you will live up to what time.
Most of us will be alive.
Yeah. So 89 years. If I take a stock at 89 years, how did I live all these years? I'll be wasting my time. You understood what I said? At 60 years, when you take an account, just for computation purpose, easy purpose, let us put 60 years is your life. You divide your life. How many years you will sleep? 8 hours in 24 hours average.
20 years.
20 years you are sleeping. So what is your balance? 20 years you are happy, no? So don't say my life I did not enjoy. 20 years you enjoyed. You enjoy sleeping, right? Yeah. Now 40 years, how did you spend? How much time for putting powder on the face? How many kilograms of powder must have been put? Did you become white? All waste, right? Looking good, feeling good, all are useless. Being good, that's important. For being good, you don't have to spend time. Looking good, feeling good, yes. I have therapies. When some people say, no mood, yeah, I give 1,000 rupees, go for purchase. Mood will come. You know, that therapy is called retail therapy. I have my own innovations in treating people. I am a psychotherapist. So I treat people like this. Somebody comes and says, no mood, sir. Pay money. I say, go. Enjoy. Yeah. And some people have jeans therapy. They put jeans on, smarter, right? Yes or no? Yeah, that's it. So, you spend a lot of time. How much time you have studied up to this years now? Assume you are finishing your BTech. 4th year now?
Second year.
Second year. How many years you have spent?
Pillai is calling.
Oh, he's there?
Yeah.
Come on.
At VIP guest house. I can call him here.
Yeah, he's there. So, my next lecture. In that your Hitwada has made a nice report on my yesterday's lecture. I didn't read. Somebody called me and said it. Nice coverage. I said good. Now, when you study up to 10th class, how many days you are going to school? Average 200 days. Average per day, how many hours you will study?
In the school.
4 hours? 3 hours? So 3 hours multiplied by 200, 600 hours. 600 hours divided by 24 hours, how much you will get? Less than 35 days. So 1 year study is 35 days. Up to 10th class, 300 days. Take it 1 year, yeah. So up to 10th class, how many years you really studied? 1 year. What did you do another 9 years?
Sleep.
You understood? Unaccounted wasted time is much more than the time which you sleep. Don't you feel bad? Don't you think this life is worth accounting now onwards? Better, nobody taught me this. I started thinking, you want to know why? How many of you don't have first class in 10th? The whole campus, there will be only one fellow, and that will be me. 52% in 10th class. 54% in plus 1, plus 2. I did not get admission in college. Principal said, I will not allow you to enter this college in second year. First year BSc, I was BSc Mathematics. I failed in all subjects in first year. Except Malayalam. But I realize. So hard work, self-learned. That's what I am. So I'll tell you, you are all blessed to be in a nice institute. I never had that opportunity. I am from a normal school, normal college, normal place. 8th class, being the worst boy in the school, I was thrown out. Saying that take TC and go, otherwise we'll make you to fail. Same school called me for training the teachers now. They didn't know that I was an old student then. Right? Because it is almost 25 years lost back. What I'm saying, do hard work. Very systematic in life. Learn it yourself. Don't take an account at the end of your life. It will not help you. So start from now. Spend every moment. It's not that I don't enjoy. I enjoy. I dance well. No, I teach dance also to people.
So we were thinking like, so you do not need that visiting card with all those things. You should just write, I don't do this and I do everything else. I don't do this, but I've done everything else.
I don't swim because I lost my father and sister and me together in an accident where both of them died, and that was on my birthday, October 2nd, when I was 4 years old. I lost my father. So I could never, again I tried after my master's degree, went to a swimming pool to learn swimming, but no, I could not. I was scared because I saw death in front of me. 3 times I died in my life. This is my 4th life. So Yama also failed. So that's why I said, so what I'm saying is life, you must take a risk, do things. Don't become a normal person. Show that you can do, and you are blessed. I'll tell you, it is not that easy. I've tried seeing people, motivating them to do great extra things. I could not. So I salute each one of you for being part of such a great program. We're thinking, does it fly or not? Does it work or not? That's a different matter. You had that courage and you had that stamina to survive it, right? It is not that easy. One crazy fellow can start something, but that is not easy to make it into a project mode, work like this, make teams, meeting them. So when you write it down, you will feel, oh, I have done. It's like climbing on top of a mountain. Each step is not important because you are not reaching on the top in each one step, right? But so many such steps will get you on top. Therefore, each step is important. Skipping one class in college is not a problem for you. But you think that each class is useless and skip all the classes, what will happen? You will not get BTech, right? So BTech. What is BTech? You are not teching in, yeah, BTech. Bachelor of Technology. What is Bachelor? Brahmachari. Brahmachari in technology. What is Brahmachari? My Brahma is moving inside that. What is your Brahma? Hridaya Guhara Madhya Kevalam Brahma Matram. Inside your Hridaya there is a creativity. And that creativity is in technology. That is the degree which says. BTech in technology means in your Hridaya you have kept creativity, and that creativity is in mechanical engineering. Is it mechanical engineering is in your Hridayam or not? If it is not, Vice Chancellor, who is giving? Director is giving degree, right? He is a fool. Giving a degree saying you have got mechanical engineering in your Hridaya. See how thoughtfully the name Bachelor is given. Brahmachari. Brahmam, Chari means moving. Brahmam is moving inside your this subject. If you do that for 4 years, you can become master in that subject. If you don't, you can never become master in that subject. Got it? So do hard work. Enjoy what you do. You will never become tired when you do something. Enjoy. Don't you see that I am enjoying talking to you? Therefore, I can sustain hours together. But if I don't enjoy, I can't. A wise person, an individual who has got good brain, good wisdom, will enjoy anything and everything. A fool will never enjoy anything in his life. So you decide whom do you want to be. Huh?
Wise person.
Wise person. Lift your hands, all of you up. One hand. Did I tell you that the first poetry? Millions of sperms from the father get into the mother's egg, and you took birth because you raised all your unborn brothers and sisters. Don't you feel great? Take it back and say, well done. Right it? Keep saying that, well done, I am great. Nothing wrong. You are great because you have won the race for birth. I am sure you will win. Provided you take the stamina ahead, don't become lazy. Huh?
He has a twin brother, so he was like...
There can be two winners. Yesterday I decided if one person is sending me mail, I will give 1,000 rupees. Yesterday night I have decided 500 each because 2 emails came. Today morning when I checked, there were 5. That's why it has become 200 each.
Why did it?
You were late. You sent only early morning. 2:40 in the morning. Who has sent it?
I did.
Yeah, I read it at 2:40, but in my mobile I could not send a reply.
No,
I was
did.
trying.
I also sent it in the night. I also...
2:40 to 3 o'clock I was trying to send. My mobile was getting disconnected. I could not send a reply.
I also sent it
Early morning?
night.
Yeah. Huh?
Around
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Around 2.
Generally I am active the whole night. 2:40, 2:30, 3 o'clock I'll sleep and then wake up at 6 o'clock. Drink a lot of water. Don't wet your bed. Okay. So any more questions?
So you told about paging and calibration in CCD. So the output image we are getting, it's after paging and calibration both?
These are all done before sending it to satellite. I must measure the flux, the light intensity, for which I should know this white should get recorded into this number. These are all done at the calibration level at the ground before it is sent to the space.
So the image we are recording in the CCD camera from in the space on a satellite. The image output we are getting, we have to process it at OBDL subsystem.
But before I send, I calibrate the CCD. But in that atmosphere, it may work in an entirely different style. Therefore, what I will do is, I have some images of some known area where I will know the reflectance pattern, and then I will see the new image, how is it behaving. I will recalibrate it again for the processing purpose.
So we have to code it in our processors?
It is all done in the processing level, ground level, data processing level.
So when you send it to us, it's like only a raw image, even after compression. From the satellite, we only receive a raw image.
Raw image.
Yeah. Just to save the processing on board.
No, processing on board is difficult because you cannot calibrate it.
Yeah.
Because you are not seeing the image at all, right? You must get it in hand, saying that what is good or bad is bad. And you have lookup tables for that. After that, it's only lookup table. I know this much is the bias. Every image comes, go through that. Understood? Suppose my camera is misbehaving. I know where is it misbehaving, right? So I will replace that pixel by something else now. Suppose one pixel was misbehaving. There is a blank. What I will do? I will take 2 neighboring images, add it together, average it and put it there. So that in my output image there is nothing which is a gap. Yeah. Very second. You can sit here also, no problem. Yeah. We have I belong to Nair community in Kerala. It's a community. And I am the whole world vice president for that. So whichever city I go, I can just tell them that I am coming. Those people will come and make some programs for me. And they all belong to that community.
So one general question. So what are the tests that the satellite components undergo before it is launched? Like you said for LPSC, the fire is set on the components for checking it and all. What are the different tests that...
Repeat it again, question.
Like what are the different tests that the satellite components or satellite undergoes before it is launched for testing the satellite?
The camera.
Anything.
See, the satellite contains camera, a gyro system, and sensors and solar sensors. Suppose it has to have the direction it must know, and you should have solar panel. All of them have different tests. Vibration, temperature, insulation. All these have to be tested. Every mechanism will be tested there on the ground. Jerking, shaking, everything is done. Each bulb is tested for its. They throw it not on the cement ground but on the rubber ground to know whether the vibrations can be sustained or not. So many tests are. And high temperature, low temperature, all these are must, because while launching it will have highest temperature, and once it reaches their lowest temperature, and it has to open it up. Solar panel has to open it up. So all that is tested. All this happens in Space Application Center. Camera, Space Application Center. Gyro Systems, INSAT Center. ISAC. Now 4th year students, ISRO advertised for job. You can apply now.
Yesterday I saw that.
Yeah. Most of these applications and such related issues I will post in my Facebook on my FL community. Civil Aspirants Group. That's what it's called. So I will keep posting because my students also keep asking.
Sir, during the transmission or during transition of the satellite from eclipse to day region, there's the sudden change of temperature over there.
Yeah.
So then, sir, how the my subsystem is electrical power subsystem, then how it will play a role in maintaining the thermal conditions of the satellite so that it cannot damage the whole satellite?
See, that's what I said. It's all undergoing for a test, and there is a real problem. They will shut down the camera. It is not by launching, nothing will happen because it never opened up. The opening will happen only when the orbit. There it's almost constant, except for some natural hazards like this. Okay. So
is there no sudden change of temperature over when the satellite goes from eclipse to solar region?
It is not.
Not a lot.
Not a large extent.
And so one more question. Yesterday you mentioned that we had very less failures. Is there any certain particular reason that causes the failure of satellites?
See, some companies are too casual in that. You must look at the satellite launch calendars. Every day there are so many satellites being launched by different people from different countries. We have taken a very slow process in launching. After one launch, another 3 years, 4 years. So we perfect everything before that we will not send it because it costs money. They take a lot of risk. And so many private companies are keep on sending it. And they send maybe 25 satellites in a year. 3 or 4 fails, there is no problem for us. But we send 1 or 2 in a year, right? And we have large manpower. And we are all tested technologies only we are using. They keep on changing the technology. See, for example, tilting the satellite, looking at it in different fashion, storing it, onboard recorder. So many processes they started testing and we use it slightly later. So we have an advantage. That's it.
Then sir, why to wait for so much long time in testing the already proven technology?
Because we are poor. We cannot afford losing 200 crores or 300 crores. Government will ask questions. For the other fellow, he is doing business. If he loses, he knows how to catch it in another satellite. You understood? He is doing business. We are doing service. ISRO is owned by government.
So
and everybody is answerable.
From taking the risk, no, sir.
No, who will take risk from government saying that no, okay, you launch, yeah, nothing happens, let it go. Let it go. What will happen? Some 3 failures, this man will not become next chairman. Understood? So it's highly risky.
Each pixel, and that's why you can remove it.
See, one advantage of CCD is it's already proved.
Yes, that is another.
You don't have to experiment too much on that. It is a known mechanism. But anything which you use new.
There are 2 questions because CMOS
result is
never been flown for.
Never been flown. So better to use a proven technology.
Because we want a low cost mission. That's why.
Anything which you do for a very specific purpose also will cost you.
Yes, sir.
So that you must keep in mind.
Sir, in India, do we have anybody who procures CCD, or do we have to buy it from outside?
See, we don't manufacture CCD.
In India, right?
India. There is no restriction of buying CCD if it is smaller one.
Okay.
The length matters.
So if
suppose they are good in optics and scanning and all that.
Yes, sir.
Swiss German, Austria. Small countries like Austria will have. And they do good business. What you can do is, if you want, you can look at scanner manufacturers. CCD element is same. Okay.
Directly the cameraman.
Vexel scanner. Look at the Vexel scanner. High precision, 4 micrometer scanner.
So for EUV, like for detecting EUV, there are two methods that are used. One is the lumigen coating. So phosphor.
See, it all comes ready for you.
Ready for us. Yeah.
Because there are a lot of, I'll tell you, there are cameras which can detect far off things in dark night. Military applications are plenty. So ultraviolet cameras with the CCD, digital, all available.
So probably we'll contact you again.
Yeah, no problem.
So because we had only one vendor who was ready to serve for us. That is called the E2V Technologies. They have also served for the James Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope.
You can, what you should do is, you can go to ISPRS.
Yes, sir.
ISPRS.
PRS.
They have a lot of commissions. ISPRS Commission 1, Commission 2, Commission 3. I don't know which number is presently active on sensors. They create a scientific community together. My wife is member in one of them. Okay. So they have groups which will work on sensors. Have you ever spoke to Kiran Kumar?
No, sir. We have not had any lot of contact.
You must go to Ahmedabad, meet the director of Space Application Center. He is
Kiran Kumar. Sir.
Kiran Kumar.
From
He is the man of sensors. He is the man of sensors and with a lot of sense.
Okay, sir.
He will solve your problems.
Yes, sir. So that is one of our problems, because I think the detector would be the most expensive component of our whole.
See, for ISRO it's not a big job.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Getting it or buying it or giving it, or all that is possible.
Yes, sir. I mean, the possibilities are a lot. We have to just prove our design.
Yeah.
That's what is our main aim. So the basic concept that we have followed is, as I told you earlier, we are miniaturizing a solar mission that was launched by USA, GSFC, called TRACE. So TRACE observed the sun in 4 wave bands. So and it had, because it was in EUV, the only way you can reflect EUV through normal incidence is by having multi-layer coated mirrors.
Okay.
So the primary aperture was coated with 4 different multi-layers, and 3 were EUV wavelengths. One was 171 angstrom, one was 195 angstrom, and the third one was 304 angstrom. The specific reason is that because these are emitted by specific ions. So iron 9, this is ionization state, iron 9, iron 12, and one more is helium 2. So these 3 are the wavelengths that the scientists are interested in. And for these we need different design of multi-layer optics.
Have you ever gone to the Astrophysics Center in Pune University?
Ayuka?
Huh?
Yes, sir, I've been there. Actually, this whole concept started there only.
Yeah. Did you speak to Narlekar?
No, could not speak to Narlekar.
Go and meet him here.
Yes, sir. I have, we had because I was a summer school student at Ayuka, so I had a lecture from Narlekar, but did not talk to him about this directly.
Go meet him.
Yes, sir.
And talk to him, get all informations, because space department knows less of space.
So one of the faculty at Ayuka is helping us out. He's the solar physics expert there, Durgesh Tripathi. And in instrumentation, A.N. Ram Prakash, sir, Dr. A.N. Ram Prakash. They both are helping us out and pulling our ears on mine, especially mine. So we are working with them on this.
So you are on the right path anyway. That's enough.
Next. Manas, question? Regarding project management. So sir, he is the project manager.
Okay.
So at our scale and at our level of like studentship, how can we effectively manage a space mission of this scale? What would you suggest in terms of documentation, timeline management, project management? What should be the key aspects that we should use? Like we should concentrate on in order to get this project?
What level you are now? Who is the person? Yeah, what are you done and what have you done and where are you now?
Till the time, at the moment we have made a timeline, project timeline, and we are continuously expanding it as we pass through the further phases, we expand it and bring it in more detail. So the phases that have already passed are firstly the team, actually making up the team, and how we developed our concepts. These two phases have almost passed. Now the phase that is going on is making the contact with ISRO and collaborating with them. Also alongside these, payload ideas were being developed by all the team members.
You have a timeline graph?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Or you have an Excel sheet you are doing it?
Yes, sir.
Excel sheet.
Yeah, we have it on MS projects as well. But the only thing that I told you yesterday, the variability of ISRO coming over here, that has caused the project to, like, according to plan, it's not going well. Like, what do you plan?
See, you always will have a lag time,
Yes, sir.
which is not in your control, right?
Yes, sir.
Doesn't matter. But that T plus or T lag plus, you must plan everything.
Okay, sir. So, like, how should we get down on planning the phases that are going to come? What is going to be the future action? How to implement it?
See, there are third party lot of influence on your timeline.
Yes, sir.
But what you can do is your learning process, R&D, mixing up together from this time. If it comes from then how much time? Will you be able to do that?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Like an inventory control which happens in a store.
Yes, sir.
That's how it is done. You know, but never it is fully out. You will not wait for that. You will start the process even before that.
Yes, sir.
So your processing is ready. See, for example, before the satellite launches, our processing softwares are ready. Got it?
Yes,
So there are so many things which can do parallel.
Yes, sir. I understand.
So you must have lines which goes parallel.
Yes, sir. We will have it.
You understood?
Yes, sir.
So then I think everything will be in place.
Anybody has Dropbox sync. You have your project manager. So we try to mix. You have MS project installed. So we had this whole Gantt chart made,
Okay.
and then we use MS project to draw those parallel lines and everything. I can like show it to you or email it to you.
Fine.
So the only problem that we faced was what we have put down is only what we get on the books. Like the project planning and management process, that is on the books. So for
Okay.
example, we know that the book says that these are the steps, and we have optimized it for our project. So for example, for a big space mission, you will have 10 steps, but for a small space mission, there is just 5 steps. So we know that these steps are important. So we have assigned some time to it, and then we are just making it.
See, how many teams which you have?
So we have around 6 teams. We have 6 teams. We have divided it into subsystems according to their branches and their interests.
Okay.
So we have telemetry. We have